Now in this question we are given that there are 3 roommates. Let's write that down first. So the roommates are Bela, Gyorgy and Janos. And it is given that they together saved money for a trip. So let's denote the savings of Bela by B, Gyorgy by G and Janos by J. Now we are given that the savings of Bela was equal to 8% of his monthly income. That means we can write 8% of I, where I is his income. Now this can be written as 0.08 I. It is also given that the amount that Gyorgy saved was exactly 1/3 of the total amount saved by all 3 roommates. So Gyorgy's savings can be written as 1/3 of B plus G plus J. And from the question we can see there is no information about the savings of Janos. So this is unknown. We have to find out what was the total amount saved for the trip by all the 3 roommates. Now this is all the information that we can infer from the question. So we move on to analyze the statement 1. So step 2 is the analysis of the statements. Let's write down the information that we can get from statement 1. So in statement 1 we are given that Bela had a monthly income of $2,000. So from the question we know that savings can be written as 0.08 into I. Now the value of I is given in statement 1, which is $2,000. So we can find out the savings by multiplying 0.08 into 2000, which gives us $160. So we have a numerical value for the savings of Bela. Now for Gyorgy's savings we can write his savings to be 1/3 of 160 plus G plus J. And we're still not given any information about Janos, so that's a question mark there. Since we still don't know the value of G and J, we can mark the statement 1 as insufficient, and out of the options given to us we can eliminate options A and D. We now move on to analyze statement 2 and see what information we can get from the statement. In statement 2 we are given that Janos saved 1.5 times as much for the trip as Bela. Now for Bela's savings we have a savings equal to 0.08 into I, since we have no information about her income. And for the first time we are given that Janos saved 1.5 times as much as for the trip as Bela. So Janos' savings can be written as 1.5 into 0.08 I. Now I is still unknown to us, so we cannot find the savings of Bela and Janos. And for Gyorgy it will still be 1/3 of B plus G plus J. So we can see that statement 2 is also insufficient, and we move on to step 3, which is combining the two statements and seeing if we can get a unique value from it. So we move on to step 3. Now from statement 1 and 2. From statement 1 we can get the value of Bela's savings to be equal to $160, and then the value of Janos' saving will be 1.5 into 0 into 160, which will be equal to $240. Now then we can write Gyorgy's savings to be equal to 1/3 of 160 plus 240 plus G, where G is Gyorgy's savings. Now using this statement that the amount that Gyorgy saved was exactly 1/3 of the total amount saved by all 3 roommates, we can use this to write the equation G equal to 1/3 of 160 plus 240 plus G. So this is what the statement means. Multiplying by 3 on both sides we get 3G equal to 160 plus 240 gives us 400. Now this gives us 2G equal to 400 or G is equal to 200. Then we can find out the total savings equal to the savings of Bela, which is 160, savings of Gyorgy, which is 200, and savings of Janos, which is 240, which adds up to $600. So the correct answer is option C. And we eliminate the others.